When doing takeoffs with QuickEye Estimator, the very first step is setting the scale, and it's very important that the scale be accurate. If you're off by 20%, then your lengths will be off by 20%. However, your areas will be off by 20% times 20%, about 30% or so, or more. Very important. Sometimes the image comes in at a half scale, like in the old days when we would print small to save paper. Other times they're just scaled arbitrarily, and sometimes there's an error made by the architect. Fairly rare, but I've seen it happen over the years. So the first indicator is down here at the bottom where it shows the size of the paper. This one says 30 inches by 42 inches. Obviously full scale, 42 to 48 is the biggest they come. If it says 24 by 36, probably a D-size drawing that's full scale. Click on the link below for a short video on how to set the scale. Once the scale is set, there is a couple different ways to check that the scale is accurate. You can turn on the quick ruler with the Q key on the keyboard, and it shows this window's 5 feet wide. That makes sense. You can also use it on a floor plan to check a door. Recently I had a QuickEye user. They checked the width of a normal doorway inside of an apartment building, and it measured 9 feet wide. It's like, definitely not correct. The other way to check the scale is using the known distance feature. So if we get back to right click, set scale, get back to the set scale dialog, you can press the known distance button, and then it asks you to draw a line. This line here says it's 8 feet 1 inches. So I'm going to click, get centered, let up, click, get right on the line, let up. And now it says you just placed a line 1.51 inches long. With the current scale setting, this represents a line that is 8.07 feet long. Since it's 8 feet 1 inches, that looks quite accurate. That's really close. Now, when you're drawing a line for the scale, 1 pixel off can be significant on a short distance. If the distance is 4 times longer, like the entire length of a building, 1 pixel off gives you 1/4 the error. So you always want to calibrate on the longest line you can find. So sometimes if the page size is definitely arbitrary, or there is no stated scale, if you have a dimension, you can calibrate based on that. You can just go right into set scale, click on known distance, and draw a line, preferably on the entire length of the building. If it says it's 93.5 feet, then no matter what this comes up with, you can just erase it and put in the distance, whatever it says, 93.5 feet, and hit continue. That will calibrate it based on the known distance. So, very important topic in order to get accurate estimates.